Learning Tagalog language. Let's talk about fricatives. The phoneme F is a relatively recent addition to the stock of Tagalog phonemes and is not yet an integral part of the phonemic system of Tagalog speakers. There is no doubt, however, that the phoneme is a part of the system here being described, Educated Manila Tagalog, or you can literally say EMT. On the next slides, you mostly see EMT, Educated Manila Tagalog, so kindly memorize the meaning of EMT. Some speakers of dialect other than EMT may have P quite consistently in cases where EMT speakers have F, while others may agree with EMT in having F. Fricatives. The phoneme F occurs only in words borrowed into Tagalog from other languages, notably like Spanish and English. In the case of borrowing from Spanish, all EMT speakers agree in retaining F in the case of personal names. For example, we have Fe, Flora, Fortunato, or Fortunato. In the case of Spanish loanwords other than personal names, there is a less agreement. Some speakers retain the Spanish F with great consistency, others replace F by P with equal consistency, and still others use F in some instances, P in others. Some words in which both F and P are heard, for example, we have here Filipino. Usually they say it Filipino. Next we have fresco. Some says fresco for cool. Familia. Some says familia, family. Some say cafe or cafe for the coffee. Next we have telefono. Some says telepono for telephone. So F usually can be pronounced also for P. But again, in this case, that is only for the selected words. In the case of borrowings from English, there is a greater uniformity among EMT speakers, F being retained by most speakers in the majority of instances. Examples of such borrowing from English are we have here formal, foxtrot, cafeteria, refrigerator, and chef or chef. Like its English counterpart, the Tagalog phoneme F has a single allophone, a labiodental voiceless fricative. Tagalog S is in the most of its occurrences, similar to the S of English like sing, sang, and so on. The alveolar fricative S. Before Y, Tagalog S has a palatalized allophone. A palatalized sound is one in the addition to the main articulation of the sound. There is a rising of the front of the tongue towards the hard palate. This SY is a sound that is intermediate between S and the sound represented by SH, the post-alveolar fricative for S, in English words like ship or shop. It occurs both in loanwords and in native Tagalog words. In loanwords from English, the sequence SY replaces English sh at the beginnings of the words. Thus the following loanwords have a SY sound. We have here shop. We have also here chaperon, shine. Elsewhere, The usual replacement of English we have here, for example, brush, machine gun, and marshmallow. The sequence sy also occurs in a certain loan words from Spanish. For example, we have ciudad for city. At the beginning of native Tagalog words, but not of loan words, the sequence sy for sh alternates with the sequence sh. Some speakers preferring the sy forms other the sy forms. For example, we have siya or siya, he or she, siyam or siyam, 9, si shop or siyap for ship. Since Tagalog has no sound like the sound represented by C in English 0, this sound is replaced by S in borrowing from English. For example, we have zero, zipper, fuse, and rose. Another example we have here, saan for where, sino for who, aso for dog, bunso, youngest child, bigas, pulverized, and ayos, arrangement. The glottal fricative H is for practical purposes equivalent to the English H of he or hat. The Tagalog phoneme occurs not only at the beginning and in the middle of the words, but at the end as well. Tagalog has pairs of words that differ from one another only in the one ends in H, the other in glottal stop. Additional example of pairs we have here aba for awe, aba for miserable, baga for ember, baga for long, tubo for tube, tubo for growth, yaya for nursed, yaya for invitation. Word final H is lost in the middle of the phrase. For example, we have here baga for ember, but baga ba, is it an amber? Before the suffixes an and in, however, final H is retained. For example, we have punta, going, puntahan, go to, sabi, saying, and last, sabihin, saying. Some further examples we have here hayop, animal, hudyat, sign, bahay, house, mahirap, poor, ama, father, takbo, running. So thank you for listening, Edupedia World.